If you're feeling the buzz in your spirituality, then you're probably on the wrong track. Okay. If you're feeling high all the time, if you're feeling like it's really exciting, if you're feeling like you're getting all the downloads, if you're feeling all this constantly, then you're missing the point. Okay, my name is Nietzsche Linda McIntosh. I'm a multidimensional healer, and I show you how to find your way to thrive in multidimensionally. Okay, now when we start on this journey, and it switches on all the cells in our body, and we have a spiritual vocabulary, and we have a really curious mind to the spiritual life, and we think that's what it's about. We think it's about this constant high, these constant tingles, these constant synchronicities and messages and downloads, and this adventure and this lightness, and that energy is coming from outside of ourselves. Okay? So when you have this high, this buzz, this stimulation from outside of yourself, that is the sign that it's not embodied. That is the sign that you're still needing something outside of yourself to fill your spiritual journey. And that's not any journey at all. That's shopping. You're going out, you're getting something, and you're bringing it back, and you're consuming it. Okay? When you embody it yourself, when you learn to feed that fuel from inside of yourself, from your direct connection to source, that's when you really start to get the real messaging. And the real messaging is calm. The real messaging is still. It has a knowingness. It leans back and it goes down on its haunches. And it looks back a little bit because it's got that groundedness. It's your knowingness. And your knowingness can be different than the person next to you. You could both have gone to the same event, the same course, and you'll have different feelings, and they're both correct for each other. The real embodiment isn't the buzz. It's you've integrated this energy into your cells, into your psyche, and into your body, and into your energy field, and into your multidimensional psychic self. And it belongs to you now. It doesn't need to buzz. It doesn't need to ring the doorbell and go beep. It doesn't need to buzz. It's there. You've consumed it and it belongs to you. You've digested it. So there's a difference between going out by picking and consuming and it transforms, and there's a difference between learning something that comes in and assimilating it to a level that it's integrated into your psyche. And that becomes part of you. And a long-term buzz is not sustainable. It will wear you out. It will fry your cells. It will drain your aura. It will attract, it will create like neuroticism. It will attract this high energy, this high vibrational static that isn't sustainable for long. Okay? Now, it can come in and it can give you energy and it can make you creative and it can give you lots of impetus to make things happen. But ultimately it creates this stillness because it creates acceptance, assimilation, authenticity, peace, joy, a gentle joy, a laughter. You can have a really big belly laugh rather than this high buzz, this high electric buzz that you need, the stimulation. And that's why the stimulation goes out to get the buzz. And it can't sustain it because it doesn't have roots in you. It's come from an external source. So I'll give you examples. I know there's people who do meditations and you get the buzz and you feel like you're ascending and you feel like you're in higher dimensions and you feel like you're talking to everything out there in the universe, and then when that meditation is done, you go back to your normal life. So nothing has really been learned. You've had an experience like going to the circus or like going to the fun fair, and you've had a buzz and you've had a thrill, and it's with you now. But when something is embodied as yours, it changes you. It gets one thing out of the way and it brings something else in. And that is now a version of who you are with a higher state of consciousness as part of you. So your baseline comes up. Okay? And just as your baseline was grounded here and still and steady, your baseline can do that as you go up. Although it does have more energy inside it because it's a higher vibration. It does have more, it has more flow, it has more trust, it has more knowing, it has more intuition, it has more energy, it has more responsibility with it. Okay? And that's how you can tell, okay, where the buzz is coming from. And I can tell it with clients. I can tell it when I meet people. So when I have clients that come to me and they're buzzing and they go, oh my God, I love what you're doing, and show me, show me, show me. I know that these people aren't going to last because they are looking for something to fill their void. There's a space and they're looking to put something in there. They're not actually looking to fill that space and make and transform it, okay? They're looking for something just to bolt on and then they can take it off. And that's how these people burn out. Or they don't keep going. Or something else comes along to help keep that buzz alive. And I can tell these clients, they're really, really enthusiastic. They're really keen. They're very, very open. But they don't have that readiness to go deep. They don't realize that it's not going to give them that buzz. So it's like a spiritual addiction. It's like a spiritual hit. People are looking for a spiritual hit. And when you're really doing work, and especially doing work with me, it is a different kind of hit. And it doesn't give you that buzz all the time, but it does knock you off your feet a little bit because it's really deep and it does embody and it does change you. And not everyone is ready for that because it takes responsibility. It takes level up type energy. It's a spiritual step up, and that's not what they were looking for. They were looking for the buzz, and they were looking for the feels, the feel goods, and the connections and the chat, the channeling, rather than the responsibility that comes with it, and without realizing that when they do that work, they do get these buzzes, but they're much more grounded, if that makes sense. Your life becomes the buzz. Your energy becomes the buzz. Your interactions become the buzz. The messaging that the universe gives you becomes the buzz. You kind of go, my God, this is amazing. Like, oh, this I need this, ping, and this falls in your lap, or you think something and it happens, or your life gets smoother, or things wash off you really easily. And that's a different kind of buzz because you're having the buzz in a different frequency. You're having the hit, the spiritual hit, in a higher frequency. It's not attached to the physical body. It doesn't give you the tingles as much. It doesn't give you sort of knock you out or give you downloads and things. It's just who you are. It's just part of who you are. And yeah, my clients do the work. They get a different kind of buzz and they understand the buzz, and it's coming from the divine. It's coming from source. It's not coming from another practitioner giving it to them, because then that can be taken from you because it doesn't belong to you. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense, and all the best. Thank you. Bye.